So we're having a sack attack here, and we want you to dig in on one of the bullpens that you used to occupy, that of the Chicago Cubs. 17 1/3 scoreless, 5 straight scoreless games from a group that was not very good to start the year. Dan, what's changed?
They weren't. I think they've got the ninth inning has been Craig Kimbrell is back to being Craig Kimbrell, but it's the pieces getting to Craig Kimbrell in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning that have been so reliable and so dependable. In the day and age where we're not getting a lot of length out of starting pitchers, bullpens are becoming more active, and they're coming more and more, and they're more and more involved. And the Cubs have some tremendous guys. And one young guy that's really caught my eye, remember the name, Keegan Thompson, 2017 third-round draft pick out of Auburn. He reminds me a lot. We watch his mechanics. He had pitched 2 really great innings against the Tigers last weekend, 5 punch-outs in 2 innings. There's a lot of Josh Beckett and Keegan Thompson. You look at the delivery, and he just screams to me, Josh Beckett. He was able to manipulate a backdoor breaking ball. What I like is this guy is not afraid to attack the strike zone. Now, it's not always going to be like this, but when I see Thompson throw, the delivery, the mechanics, the pitch selection reminds me a lot of Josh Beckett. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Josh Beckett, but we're always looking for comps. He really reminds me of that. He's attacking the strike zone, but the Cub relievers in general have done that. Tepera's done a great job. Chafin's done a great job. They're coming in and they're throwing strikes. Winkler's come in. He's been really big. It's a bullpen that doesn't get a lot of pub. It doesn't get a lot of notoriety. Kimbrell's back, but the pieces getting to Kimbrell, they're settling and getting the ball to Kimbrell.
Complete contrast from the bullpen that they're taking on this weekend. The Cardinals, they finally start their season series this weekend. The Cardinals bullpen has had a terrible time not walking guys. They had a weekend series with San Diego last weekend in which that staff walked 26, and 15 of them were by the relief corps.
And you know, Matt, up till this point, they've been able to get away with it. Even their closer, Alex Reyes, the base on ball rate is very high. You want to delve into Reyes a little bit. He has a great slider. He's got himself in tremendous shape. He's actually more comfortable throwing the breaking ball than he is throwing the fastball, and his heater is good. He's 95 to 98 miles an hour, but it's slider after slider after slider. He's gotten away with it. He's averaging almost 6 walks per 9 innings. That can't continue because you continue to give base runners in the 8th and 9th inning, and eventually one blue pit's going to cost you. He's been able to pitch around it. They have to be better at keeping the ball in the strike zone.
Cardinals bullpen's a work in progress. Cubs bullpen is not a secret anymore because they've had a lot of success. If I were to ask you, of the 30 clubs, identify the one bullpen that is a secret, which one deserves more attention that we're not talking about?
Cleveland Indians. And there's a method to the madness. I think of all 30 teams, nobody does a better job developing and bringing in. Here's Cal Quantrill, son of former Major Leaguer Paul Quantrill, was involved in the trade, came from the San Diego Padres. Strike thrower, went to Stanford, smart kid. Whitgren has been really good too, throwing strikes. They're the what the St. Louis Cardinals bullpen is. They're strike throwers with really good stuff. Brian Shaw has been a tremendous story. This guy was a workhorse on those really good Indians teams, the team that lost Game 7 of the World Series, and James Karinchak. Powerhouse stuff. Now, home plate does move around on Karishnik from time to time, but Matt, a good fastball. He's hard to pick up, and Clase, to me, might have pound for pound the best stuff in that bullpen. So not only do they come at you with guys that throw the ball well, they're more efficient. They're better strike throwers than the St. Louis Cardinals. One of the reasons that, the Indians are flying under the radar again, their starting pitching gets a lot of pub, and it should when you have guys like my nephew, Zach Plesac. Shane Bieber's been really good. Savali's been terrific. Their bullpen has been the backbone of this team. Now, the only thing that you have to worry about, we're only in the middle of May. They're getting used a lot in this day and age where starters aren't going deep into the game. Their bullpen's lights out right now.